original recipe, the Brunswick stew, they not set off your bait stick, your log was your engine, and we snared our animal. Got him off the ground enough. Guys, welcome back to Whitetail Bushcraft. Alright YouTube, welcome back to the shack in the back. I'm Nick with Whitetail Bushcraft Outfitters. I want to kind of show you what I had going on. I know it's been a while since I did a video, but been real busy and it's just been raining like hell out here in Ohio. We had like 17 days of straight rain. I mean downpours. We had floods, the whole 9 yards. But been working on little primitive tools again. You can see this is a tine here that I had cut, and I'm kind of shaping on that. But I had cut this originally to do a bearing block for a bow drill, and I'll probably use something with these also. Not sure what yet, but maybe you guys can give me some ideas. I might use them for some arrowhead points. But I also, this is going to be a perfect bearing block. We'll do a bow drill video too. But also, to show you that, been working on this, just kind of working the shape of the handle in the back here. A big old piece of quartz. You can see how I'm wearing that down. Kind of getting a round shape to it. But I figured that'd be an awesome handle for a knife. You can see this was a pretty good tine. This was just one tine busted off of a rack of a buck that I was chasing for years, that I actually called the Ghost. And that actually last hunting season, during that big storm, New York and New Jersey and all them were hit with, and Ohio and everybody else, he actually got hit. He must have got real spooked, and he actually got hit by a car out on the highway. But that's just one of his tines that were broken off. Must have been fighting or something like that. Never did find any of his full racks. Always looked for him, but he was an enormous deer. You had to see him to believe it. But I figured we'd make us a stone knife today. I had a few friends on YouTube were asking me about flint knapping, and I'm not one to be giving any information on flint knapping. I'm far from a professional from that. I can flint knap, but I mean some raw stuff. But I'd love to do something like this. Friend gave me this one, but if you guys want to check out, he wanted to be anonymous though also. He did give me this as a beautiful notched arrowhead. I think as big as that is, I'm going to go ahead and turn that into a knife, stone knife, for the fun of it. So this video is going to kind of be a tribute to the knife makers out there and the Flintknappers. But if you guys want to check out a really good flint knapper, I told him I wanted to give him a shout out. I don't know how good that light is getting at. I want to give him a shout out. It's Paleo Man 52. Go check out his channel. He is really good at stuff. He's got some really neat artwork of flint knapping, and he can give you all the vocabulary and the words and how to really do it right. I ended up trying to do something like this. You can see I've been working on a little piece here that I was in, and I ended up trying to do something that size, and I ended up with something like that. I mean, it ain't bad, but it's nothing. I mean, something like that takes me a long time. But let's get back to doing this stone knife for the fun of it. So stay tuned, guys. I'm gonna get some things ready. What I'm trying to do, guys, is notch this so I can actually fit this down in here. I want to get it into the notches, all the way down to the notches of the, hope I'm getting that in camera, of the arrowhead. Using a piece of lava flint, I can't remember the name exactly of what it's called. Another person out there I want to give a shout out to is TheTribeOfBenjamin. He makes some really neat primitive tools, primitive arrows, bows, quivers out of fox fur, fox hides I should say. Also cheating a little bit, guys. Using the old Leatherman wave. Can't beat it. What I'm wanting to do is get a nice tight fit of that all the way down. Getting there. It's going to take a little bit. But something I want to show you I thought was kind of neat on this. You can see the actual rodent bites chewing on that. Two teeth mark. It's kind of neat. But I'm going to keep working on this and get it to where it fits real nice, and then we'll make up some pine pitch and set it in, and then we'll tie it up with some sinew. So stay tuned. Alright guys, getting that notched pretty good. It's actually fitting pretty tight. I don't know if I want to mess with it anymore. Trying to get you a little better lighting. I'm out in the shack in the back here and don't have a whole lot of lighting. But that's our handle so far. That's our notch. Let's see. Let me get the best fit on that. It seems like they all have their own little identity to it. I don't want to drop it. That seems to be fitting pretty nice. It's kind of what we're going to look like. Yeah, that's a little better look at it. Been really getting into the knife making channels like Dirtyroomknives, Wessex Blades. Those guys are artists, true artists. It's going to be pretty cool, guys. Let me get some stuff ready, and we'll mix up some pine pitch. And I got some man-made sinew here, and we'll do some wrapping after that. Get a finished look to it. Alright guys, we're going to use the old sterno with my House of Fire Blue Hill UL stove. We're going to start, ooh that's hot. We're going to start Alright guys, I'm going to use the old Blue Hill UL stove that I got from my buddy Sean over at House of Fire 72. Check out his channel. He sells these pretty cheap, and I think he's got a second version of it now. Thanks again, Sean. I'm going to throw in there is some pine sap that I collected. Well, that's melting down. But what I got here also is some whitetail deer scat and some charcoal. And I'm going to crush that up. My son actually found this. I figured I'd show you this while I'm at it. This is definitely man-made. I first thought it was a sinker, but it don't have the two notches. And you can see they were actually drilling into it also. And it does have an edge. So it was definitely some kind of primitive tool. That's definitely wasn't done by nature. Anybody has any ideas what it is, let me know. But crushing up some of this, I added a little bit more pine sap to it. I want to do about 50-50 here. And all the deer scat is already chewed up and broke down plant fiber. We'll see if we don't have a big fire this time. But you can see that, I mean, stuff is great fire accelerant, so pine sap's a great natural resource. Okay, do about 50-50. Let's throw that in there. Get this bad boy lit up again, and we'll make us some pine pitch. Stay tuned. Alright, this stuff's starting to melt down. Kind of got the lid on that, didn't want it to heat up so quick this time. Just catch right into flames. I might have to move that lid. Let that all heat up. Turn this into some nice pine pitch. You can see how it starts forming together. I hope the camera's getting it. And it's about 50-50 charcoal, 50-50 scat ground down. I probably should have ground it down a little bit better, but it's alright. Still working. Might have needed a little bit more pine sap, but I think I can make it work. Pull some of that scat out of there so I don't have quite as much to break down. So I can make this work for you guys. It's forming up pretty good now. You want to get that nice black tar look to it. There we go. Oh yeah, I'm liking that fit. Oh yeah. That's in there, guys. And I'll fill a little bit in the holes. But it is fitting nice. I kinda like that fit. I got a little bit of an angle, might be a little hard to tie it there, but I think I can make it work. Very cool. Pine pitch. Super glue of the woods. Well, that's what we got so far, guys. Let that pine pitch dry up real good. It's still a little loose. Nah, it's hardened up. We're going to go ahead and put some sinew on it now. And we'll clean it up after we put the sinew on it. But what I like to do is scratch this up right here. Give that sinew something to grab to. Already scratched up a little bit there. Probably should have done that before the blade was on there. But we're going to start putting the sinew on. Alright, I got this sinew wet, kind of chewed it up a little bit to soften it. There's a tab. Trying to keep it in camera. Might hear my kids in the background talking. Like I say, I'm in the shack out back. Trying to do a crisscross. I can tuck that. The sinew, you really don't have to knot it, because when it dries, oh man, I'm not getting most of that in the camera. Put it through my little loop here. And I may do a little bit more wrapping once this dries. And maybe even put some pine pitch and wax, or pine sap and wax mixed together to kind of waterproof this. Give you an idea. I'm going to work on this some more. I know I'm not getting a whole lot of it in the camera. And I'll show you the end results, guys. I'll try to bring it inside so you can get a little better lighting. You gotta watch them edges. Sometimes that'll cut your sinew. That way, sometimes you want to file them. This is my second wrap on it. And you could actually use some hide glue on that too to seal it if you want it to. And it's wet sinew, and when it dries it'll even tighten up even more. A few little pieces to trim. Let's look with the second wrap on it. We got a bowl of water over here on the side. Looks like it's starting to come apart. I want to rewrap that part. Actually, I think I want to go ahead and tie a knot in it and then trim it. Sorry guys, if I keep getting out of camera. It's hard to watch what you're doing and put it in the camera at the same time. I think I am going to put a knot in it. You could actually leave them tethers to actually tie some feathers on or something like that. But I think I'll trim them. Oh, that's better. Got one more little tether I want to cut. Give you a better look at it, guys. Usually fits the hand pretty good. The Whitetail Dagger. Use this light the right way. Get you a better look at it. Alright, I'm Nick with Whitetail Bushcraft. I'll catch you on the next video. Give you a little better look at the finished product, guys. Out in the sunlight in that garage, I know I don't have a whole lot of light. Actually came out pretty cool, guys. Fits nice though. Alright, once again guys, I'm Nick from Whitetail Bushcraft Outfitters. I'll catch you on the next video. Take care.